Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the Master of Puppets. Today, joined by
Just Michael.
yes, first review in my new home with
Yeah.
Michael. I already did a couple of reviews, but the first time you were also seeing the house, the castle, La Casa de Master.
The Master.
I don't know. I'm trying to be funny, but I'm just stupid.
Yeah.
So we're drinking a beer that we recently got from Beer Dome, so thanks to Beer Dome for the beer. It's another beer from Barrique Brewing and Blending. We had their lager, Edelhof lager, which was amazing.
Yeah, it was
But
good.
this is their wet hop Basique, a sour citrus ale aged on fresh Idaho-7 wet hops. It's from 22, so it's not the freshest vintage, but
Could you just tell me what is wet hops?
so wet hops is just whole fresh hop cones, freshly picked.
Okay.
And it's originally a thing that was done in Germany where you would do these green hop beers, and people still do it where they use fresh Hartmannsmittelfrüh or whatever in a lager, or a bock or something like that. So in America, of course, you're doing the same thing, but with fresh American hop varieties, and they call them wet hop ales usually, or wet hopped IPAs.
Okay.
But you need a whole lot more hops than the concentrated pellet format, because it's
But dry hopping is a totally different thing.
dry hopping is just putting hops in after fermentation.
But that's, dry hop and wet hop is two totally different
So
things.
wet hopping just means that it's fresh hops used.
Yeah.
I've got some info here that I actually got on Beer Dome because that was the only place I could find info. So it says it's a sour IPA that's the base for the beer, or that's what the beer is. But the base for the beer is a sour citrus ale that's been aged for 29 months in oak barrels. And then it's conditioned on these fresh wet hops, overnight hops straight from Oregon. So they got them fresh from Oregon overnight just to put into this beer. And they say that it's an intense classic West Coast hoppy aroma combined with upfront bright acidity from the base beer.
Sounds
And a
amazing.
dry oak finish.
Right down my lane.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to this because
Right
you
up my
never
alley.
right up your alley, right down your lane. I want to get down your lane. Well, let's check this one out. Let's check it out. Pure is a hazy looking color.
Yeah.
It almost looks like a hazy
Mandarin
IPA.
juice. or
Yeah,
something.
with a white head. Let's check out the aroma. Oh, that smells awesome.
It smells like a goose or something.
Wow, yeah. There's so much fresh citrus aroma.
Yeah.
Lemon verbena, like those concentrated oils.
So much
as well.
citrus fruit.
Yuzu. even,
Yeah,
like
really.
Idaho-7, also grapefruit.
There's
some-
not so much sweet orange.
No.
More the yellow fruits.
Although I think there is a little bit of
Lime.
What are they called? The bitter sour oranges you get for Christmas. They're usually candied. Oh, you can.
Usually for Christmas you get sweet Christmas.
Yeah, but there's
oranges.
also the other ones. You can buy them in selling.
I don't know.
Bergamot.
Oh,
Bergamotte.
bergamot. Yeah. Yeah.
There's a bit of that.
Yeah, perhaps.
And then
Anywho,
lots
a lot of
oak.
citrus fruits.
Lots of oak, creamy woodiness, almost vanilla nuances, I think.
I don't get a lot of oak.
I
but
do.
Perhaps I do in the taste.
Also some spice, some pepper.
Yeah,
or
spice
something.
I can find.
It almost smells like a marriage between an IPA and a wild ale and some kind of classic lager, because I think there's a little bit of that pepperiness that reminds me of like a Czech
There's a
Pilsner.
bit mustiness too.
Yeah, there's a bit of funk.
Yeah.
It smells
It's really amazing.
freaking great. Let's try it. Cheers. Thanks
Cheers.
to Beer Dome for the beer. Oh, wow.
This is good stuff.
Holy shit, that is dope. It's not that bitter.
No,
I expected more bitterness.
me too. You
There's
could
a
have
little
fooled
bit,
me
like-
that this is an IPA.
Yeah.
I can't taste that.
Yeah. I mean,
It tastes more like a goose or a wild ale.
yeah, it tastes like really a wild ale meets an IPA. I wonder if they put some citrus in that base beer because there's so much like lemon and
Yeah,
orange
it's
and mandarin
really-
and grapefruit
Really lemony. Really citrusy.
and it's really juicy.
It reminds me a bit of the one Mikkeller made. Spontan Yuzu or something.
Yeah, a little
One
bit.
of the Yuzu beer they made some years ago.
Yeah. This is really good. Do you know what?
Yeah, this is really good.
Also really good mouthfeel. It's quite fluffy.
Yeah,
quite
it's
thin.
oily.
Finishing drying oaky, peppery, slightly tannic. really almost like a little bit of a cedar wood finish or something.
It
Just
has a
lightly.
little vinegar too.
Yeah, but it's super light.
Yeah.
Just like, it's not too much. Like a little bit of a white wine vinegar or something like that to it.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's like a nice, pleasant sourness. But it's really creamy, I think.
It's, yeah. To be honest, I cannot taste this as an IPA.
No. So they call it an IPA. They don't call it an IPA. They call it a sour citrus ale. So,
Yeah,
but on their description, they say you can expect something like a West Coast hoppy aroma. So they don't. Oh, because this is sour IPA on here. Interesting. So there's a bit of a confusing mix here of statements, but they have this on Beer Dome, and I'll say right away, get it. Like, this is amazing.
it's an amazing beer.
I've only had 2 beers from this brewery, and I'm already super stoked about them. Like, the Pils was great, this was great. I have a 3% grisette from them as well, with noble hops in the fridge. That sounds also really nice. Maybe a little bit inspired by Tas Pulver or something like that, who knows. But this is really good.
It is.
It
is. I really enjoy this too.
I love the layers of citrus on it. But it's interesting, Idaho-7, I never figured that being this citrusy. I'm always also going like a lot of earthiness to it.
But perhaps you cannot taste it. Perhaps
because it's fresh hops and it's a sour base beer.
Where did you get all the citrus from? I'm really curious about that.
I wonder if they add citrus or it's just a recipe. And it's a wild culture. I think it also smells more funky than it tastes. I don't think it's super funky.
No, it smells more funky, more
But
musty.
it reminds me a little bit of Observatorial here in Denmark, actually.
Okay.
But plus, like, it is like Observatorial, but dialed in even more than Observatorial.
Okay.
Although I think
had
those
that
are also
many
really
Observatorial
dialed in.
beers.
It's a bit richer as well, but I think it's also just because it's a stronger beer, and I haven't had all Observatorial beers. But Observatorial, I'll need to do some reviews on their beers eventually, because they won Brewery of the Year and make fantastic beers. They also won Beer of the Year with Oberon. So they do a lot of hoppy wild ales. So sour beers that are dry hopped.
Yeah, we need to check them out more.
We do. So, but this 93, 94, I think this is
totally
fucking awesome.
Yeah, 93, 94.
This is such a joy to drink.
It is,
and it's
really.
so fruity and like juicy. There's even maybe a hint of stone fruit, but it's just like this plethora of complex citrus fruit flavor.
Yeah, if you take close to the pith, close to the center of a peach.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something like that. With that sour bite.
Yeah,
But it's really fun, great.
it is really great.
A brewery you need to try. Barrique Brewing and Blending from, where was it?
States.
Yeah, was it North? Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee. I think we mentioned Nashville hot chicken in the previous video.
Tennessee.
But yeah, check this one out. It's called Wet Hop Basique. If you've had it, let us know what you thought of it. Thanks a ton to Beer Dome for the beer. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. And give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And we're going to say cheers and delicious sour,
Tennessee beer.
wild Tennessee beer. And see you guys in another beer review.